Hi everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we speak about everything mental health. Today I'm going to talk about children and things that children notice that adults ignore. 1. How you feel about your partner, how you feel about their dad, how you feel about their mom. For example, your spouse talks to you and you roll your eyes, or you criticize, or you sneer, or you walk away, or you bang doors at each other. Kids notice these things. The non-verbal cues, kids are very observant and they notice. So the next time you want to make a face, you may want to consider if your kid is sitting there and behave yourself. Number 2, how you feel about your body. For example, if your kids are big enough to understand filters, they can see the person on Facebook is not the person that you are. They can see how much makeup you apply before you take that photo. They can see the way you prepare yourself before you take a photo. They can see the way you apply the fake lashes, the fake hair, going to the gym, which is good because you're teaching them to take care of your body. So they can tell your relationship with your body. And sometimes it also determines their relationship with their body. So if you're vain, then you have kids who are also full of vanity. If you're all fake, then don't be surprised when your kid grows up as fake. Number 3, kids can tell your values, what you value. Friendships, the kind of friendships that you have. Sports, winning. And in matters relationships, do you do sports for fun or to win? That becomes their true north. So the next time that they are competing in class with their classmates, football game, instead of enjoying football, it's more about winning. So sometimes your kids may miss out on the fun in life because it is about winning. Your child may be number 2, but because they are not number 1, they are very hard on themselves. Why? Because your values is more about winning, not about the process. So again, be very careful about that. Number 4, they notice your relationship with food. If you're a glutton, then they notice. If you don't eat because you're watching your weight, again, they notice. You need to be moderate. If you like junk, they notice. If you like healthy food, they notice. If you are a health freak, again, they notice. So everything in moderation. Remember, your kids are watching. Number 5, respect and language. They notice how you respect people in matters of boundaries, in matters of language. They notice. In matters of time, they notice all these things. Remember, you are a mirror. So be very careful. Kids always notice language, for example, sarcasm, snide remarks, snide comments, gossiping. They notice. And that's why you see where kids are gossipers, their parents are number 1 gossipers. Half the time they gossip with them anyway. Or they are right there in the middle of you gossiping. Be very careful. The stuff you talk about, the people you talk about, how you talk about people where kids are. Be very, very careful. They also notice how you dress. If you dress provocatively, when this kid becomes a teenager, trust me, you have lost the moral authority to tell them how to dress. If you're showy, they become showy. If you show a lot of skin, remember that becomes their normal. If you cover yourself like an old person, even when the sun is shining, it's blazing, you're always in sweaters, you dress, that's how your kids will be. So don't shame them when they overdress. They've learned from the best. Kids also pick up on your tone. Tone, language, tone. In a shouting family, kids shout. In an angry family, they speak as if they are quarreling all the time. They become very loud. So the next time you're speaking to a kid and he sounds like he's retorting at you, like he's being rude at you, like he's being cynical, just know he has learned from the best, from the parents. They have a way of picking these things. Kids also learn passive aggression. They learn not to express themselves verbally, so they use body language like sneering, like walking away, like being, there's a way you can tell someone is not happy with you, but they are not talking. Where have they learned that from? They've learned from the best. They've learned from the parents. Kids pick up on these cues. Rudeness. If a child is rude, if at home you are rude to each other, being rude becomes their normal. And finally, respect. If you respect each other at home, kids learn to respect. Society can tell a lot about you parent, you guardian, you grandparent from your children, because they notice all these things that you think they do not notice. Now you know. Thank you for watching.